Hi, friends. This is Kathleen Whitehead. I will be channeling the aspects of love and possibly other beings, all of them being aspects of love. But I wanted to start out with a couple of things that have happened this week. One thing, I'm having absolute random old memories that I don't know why they would come up. One of them was I will share the one. It was from 16 years ago, and I believe that it was from 16 years ago today. I discovered something. I was told by my acupuncturist um, that he saw something on the top of my head that I needed to go have looked at, and I needed to do that right away. So I believe that that might have been a Friday, and I believe it might have been a Monday. 16 years ago, at this very time, it was some place between the 10th and the 15th of March. And I went and I had the thing removed, and it was very ritualistic. It had to be shaved in layers, and afterwards, I noticed that I was receiving energies through the crown of my head. This thing was right up on the top of the crown of my head. And I had several memories around that. I was working a temporary job at the time, and it just would it's like, why in the world would I remember that particular thing? And frankly, I remembered it, and then I was doing something with my contact list, and I ran across the guy that I worked for in my contacts. And it's like, okay, well, I don't know what the reason was, but there's some reason, and I hope that it comes to me. But I'm having random memories, just random out of the blue. Um, Unexplainable, popping in. I'm also having feelings that I really need to keep myself in the present moment. Of course, then these memories come up. And the only real message that I got this week, or today actually, was opening my voice and being completely authentic and speaking my truth. And I believe that, and actually, I had to speak my truth that day during that period. And that began the process by opening up my crown chakra. It began the process of me seeking my own authenticity. That's what so maybe that is the reason that I had that random memory. But so many synchronistic things have happened, and so many contrasting things happen. But I feel that the message for all of us is to seek our own perfect authenticity and speak our truth, that now it is the time to just speak our own authenticity. So and I the so that's what I have heard in the last few hours in the last day. I'm hearing something too. I last week I didn't have any. I had problems with the lighting, and you can see that very obviously. And I took the advice of my friend Laura, who's with us, and I bought a ring light. Then I took the advice of my friend Cheryl, who is with us, and I positioned the ring light so that it reflects off the ceiling. And the improvement is quite obvious. But I think that also, I'm shining the light on myself. I'm shining the light for everyone to see, and I will do my best to be as authentic as I possibly can, which is sometimes a challenge when we are so vulnerable in this 3D world. But that's the suggestion that I've gotten today. So the other thing that is happening is that there are many people who are what I would call in an uncomfortable place at this moment in time. I myself have been sleeping a lot. I have been body aches and things that remind me that I'm 77 years old. But I don't know that they are part of being 77. I think they are part of the energies which have been intense. But I think that many of us are going through emotional ups and downs, physical ups and downs. Just it's not comfortable. So I would like to offer a prayer for all of us who are experiencing this discomfort. Thank you. First, I offer thank you to the divine universe that is giving me this opportunity to express my authenticity and to try new things and to be different and vulnerable. I ask that we all be covered in blankets of love, in blankets of comfort, in just the feeling that we are none of us alone, and that whatever the discomfort we are having, it is a human experience, and our souls are with us and experiencing none of it. And we need to find the joy that is within our souls, but also honor the discomforts as part of the experience of being human. But I would ask that all discomfort can be softened, can be supported, can be given to us in the smallest measure that is necessary. I ask that we also be given joy and love in the largest measure possible. We ask this humbly from our human state, our human experience, and we give deep gratitude for all the support that is given to us. Thank you. And I'm going to send energetic love because the energies are supporting us. So I'm going to just take a minute or less and just send out energetic love, and anyone who would like to join with this, with their own energies, I invite you. We're sending love, comforting love. Thank you. Now I invite the beings who would like to speak with us tonight to come forward and begin with the language of light and love. I open myself to channel energetic messages and English messages if there are any. I invite specifically the wisdom of water, the blue avians who visited today, the mantis beings who I have had contact with lately, the Pleiadians, the Andromedans, and all who are available. Thank you. Halianana, Titi, Atashkitia, Takiatata, Namanahe, Taayatata, Leata, Kasete, Etiata, Tatiata, Tayete, Eti, Taanianana, Taete, Tietiata, Bakate, Eshkatata, Mea, Tata, Tianabake, Ha, Leata. Greetings, friends. Thank you for the invitation to be with you tonight. We thank you for your pledge to become as authentic as possible in this time. We will support you in your authenticity. We will support you in your speaking of those messages, of those things that your soul wishes to communicate to your companions, to the world. Know also that communication, authenticity does not have to be spoken. That communication and that authenticity can emanate through you, from you, to touch others who are practicing their separation experience. It with your energy, your exuding of the love that you hold in your heart that you wish to share. This is a communication also. And we want to encourage you to communicate in this way as much as you possibly can. And also know that that communication is also very effective in addition to the communication wherein you use your voice and your heart and the vocabularies that come through your mind and your knowledge, your wisdom. We thank you for being here. We remind you that we are here to support you. We will ask now if you have any questions, but first we will give you another bit of our communication in the form of energetic love and support. Se ko de dianaka, se katata yala jate kishkata jate, namanakate ba a de etia teshkata, ta aliatata sepe de ta manakate ta ti tiana teshkata. We are here with you. We have many representatives from different cultures, of which there are thousands upon thousands of different cultures, beingnesses, and creations. But the reminder is we all are here from the source. Is there a question?
Yes, I have a question. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Thank you.
So on Earth, we have a television series called Ancient Aliens, which has many years worth of episodes. So the question I have are the people that offer and convey their theories, are they mostly right, partly right, or totally off base with how they're interpreting all this evidence on the earth about aliens visiting us through time?
All three at different times. We wish to let you know that these are wise people who have um, the highest intention to inform, to allow people to know, and to allow people to expand. Remembering that each human filters every bit of information they have through their humanness, through their own um, belief systems, if you will, and their own experiences that they have had. Uh, this is by design. If everyone who is practicing this humanity would had the same beliefs and all that, it would not be a practice in separation, and that is and free will, and that is your reason for wanting to come to incarnate on your planet. So yes, there is much truth in these discoveries. And if you notice through the years, sometimes they have changed, they have reevaluated earlier thoughts about things. You might, if you followed it for the many years that they have been broadcasting this, you will notice that in the beginning it was a very rudimentary kind of um, elementary school type um, discoveries, and then they have become deeper and deeper and deeper. And the intention is good. They also the flavorings that each individual who participates are meant to really appeal to those who like that flavor, if you will. That so if someone is very flamboyant, that might appeal to someone who likes to have things brought to him in a flamboyant nature. If someone is scientific, that appeals to a scientific minded person. All of these different things. They have not brought forward anything that is untrue. They have interpreted it through their own filters. So they may have shaded this or that, but there is nothing that is untrue. Does that help your question?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
You're most welcome. Is there any other question?
Yes, in the same sort of category, will there be more discoveries or more revelations with regard to alien beings uh, in the present time and in the very short future, within a couple of years or something of our timeline?
There are discoveries and theories brought forth moment by moment. They are not always communicated. to worldwide audiences. They are communicated in ways that are meant to reach each individual as they can absorb it. There is so much more to be revealed that you really cannot even imagine. But that also talks about how much more is to be revealed in the universe. As we said earlier, the number of cultures are thousands upon thousands. There's actually more than that, but certain numbers you cannot absorb. Be excited about each new discovery. You are in the infant stages of knowing the possibilities, the expansion, the unlimited nature of your reality. And as you know, you do create your reality. And that the part of that is that you create your reality because you have it's shaped by your belief systems and so forth. It's almost as if you can only absorb that which you that fits within your belief system, your sphere of understanding and knowledge. So as that expands, your ability to experience these different pieces of reality that you are creating, in that you are ready to experience them. We do not give you a time frame because it is up to you. It is up to your collective group. Right now, you are experienced, as you have well noticed, much chaos, much change, much upheaval, much but also much love, changes for the better, changes that are raising your vibration. And as you raise that vibration, you reach heights that allow acceptable things within your realm. But there are no limits. It is time. You have reached the pinnacle of the time when you will start seeing, start experiencing, start knowing, start learning. Even though you have begun, you've been learning and growing and all that. But now the things are going to, the learning is going to somewhat match the chaos in a way. So the more chaos, the more you can learn, the more love, the more of everything. So does that make sense to you?
Yes, although personally, I wish there was less chaos. Thank you.
Yes, there would be, I believe that most people on your planet wish that same thing, but they also wish for change. They also wish for something new. They also wish for an increase in love. That and the things that are not working that cause this chaos have to go through its own metamorphosis. It has to, in effect, collapse, burn itself down in the same way that the caterpillar goes into the cocoon and becomes goo and then becomes a butterfly. The systems that are now chaotic, not working, very sad, very harmful in your view as a human, they have to become their own goo. And they have to do this in a less comfortable for you way. But so far, I guess we would ask, has any of this change been comfortable? Easy? No. But it will be worth it. And we ask you to see that all of it is part of the transition, the transformation, the transmutation into something better, something magnificently better. It won't, hopefully, 10 years from now, you can look back and say, oh, that was not easy at all, but at least it didn't last forever. Is that helpful to you?
Yes, thank you. It gives me a bit of relief, and I appreciate that.
If you can remember that the souls that are in the line of fire, in the position of the most suffering, came into this incarnation knowing as a soul that there were going to be these kinds of times for them. But this is the way they have chosen to learn what it is they want to learn. That does not make it easy for anyone to witness or experience. It does not make it comfortable or even really understandable from a human perspective. We know this. But if you can remember that your soul does not experience these pains, your humanness experiences, and you have chosen to be human and to learn whatever it is you are to learn. We watch you and we recognize how brave it is of you to have chosen this path. We admire your courage. We admire your persistence. We admire those who are sticking around through the hard times, knowing full well that it will be worth it. Is there any other question?
Not today, thank you.
Well,
I'm
thank
good,
you.
thank you.
We want to remind you that your goal at this moment is to find your absolute truth. And to do that, you need to unpack all of those things that are hiding the truth, that have pushed the truth of you down, that causes you to hide, to not recognize how powerful, how beautiful, how loving you are, and how much joy you have the capacity to experience. We love you. We appreciate this opportunity to be with you, and we know we cannot experience what you're going through, but we do observe and we do appreciate, because remember that what you experience and your expansion ripples out to be shared with all the other parts of you. We will leave you now with a bit more of our love. Tatamika tushkotata biada de deka. Ti etiti ati atapakasata ti eti atapakusukru. Shikatatata nini eti atapatakatai kata tatia tapatakata. Tiatata tianana pakata eshikatata tetenia. Tatapatete ikidia tapataya de pada ayanana. Shakata ha shakata.